Pokemon Go Fest Max Finale is going down this weekend, and here's everything you need to know, including how to get Eternatus for free, every Gmax that's coming back, everything that's going to be in the raids, and every Pokemon that's going to be out in the wild. If this is your first time here, welcome. I go by the name of King Poe, and if you want to keep up to date with Pokemon Go news and events, make sure to subscribe. So the Max Finale event is going to go down August 23rd and August 24th, and it's going to go down from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on both days, and the main focus of it is going to be Eternamax in the raids. Eternamax is pretty much the gigantamax form of Eternatus, but just like in the game Sword and Shield, it is not available to catch. You can only battle it. The only way we'll be able to get it is through the Go Pass Max Finale. It is going to be free. You do not have to buy the paid version. However, if you're going to want to power it up and max it out, you're going to need 8,900 and something candy. Damn! I am not playing about that. If you were in the Anaheim area for Pokemon Worlds on Sunday night, you were able to get free research to catch it, and some people are already sharing how much it's going to take to power it up. Absolutely insane. So if you really do want to max it out and you're able to buy the Go Pass Max Finale, you're definitely going to want to do that. It's going to reward you with about 8,000 regular candies, some XL candies, a pretty cool Eternatus helmet. On top of that, you'll get encounters with some Dynamax Pokemon in there, as well as a shiny boost to Dynamax Pokemon that you can find in the 1 to 4 star max battles. So if you plan on getting it, consider getting it as soon as you can, because that bonus is going to start from August 18th until August 24th at the end of the event. If you're wondering how to get Eternatus, it's going to be level 60 of the Go Pass Max Finale. However, a lot of people have been complaining about the task. It seems that the only task you can do is winning max battles and winning raids. And if you're not buying raid passes and max particles, it might be a little tough to do. And there's also a daily cap during the week, but during the event on the 23rd and the 24th, there's going to be no limit, and you're going to be able to rank up as much as you can. So what I suggest you do, try to do as many easy max battles as you can during the week. That way, when it comes to the weekend, you're not going to have that many ranks to rank up, and hopefully it's a little more easier and feasible to get it done. Let's talk about the Go Fest Max Finale raids. In the 1-star raids, we're going to get the return of Dapper Pikachus with the red, blue, and yellow accent. And remember, they are shiny eligible. This is probably going to be the last time we get them. So definitely take advantage and try to capture them if you don't have them yet. In the 3-star raids, we're getting the return of Phalanx in training. Super cool costume, super great shiny. And then last but not least, in the 5-star raids, we're getting the return of Crown Sword Zacian and Crown Shield Zamazenta, and they are going to be dropping the energy you need to fuse it. However, they are going to have their own raid hour on Thursday and Friday respectively. So if you want to save more time on Saturday and Sunday to do Gmax battles, you definitely want to try and get these raid hours done. So if you want to do Zacian, that's going to be on Thursday, August 21st from 6 to 7 p.m. And then for Zamazenta, it's going to be on Friday, August 22nd from 6 to 7 p.m. And don't forget, they can also be shiny as well. Before we get into the wild encounters, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's videos, viewers like you. I am finally on Patreon, and I do have tiers starting as low as $1 a month. Also, if you want to be on my friends list in Pokemon Go and get invited to raids, Dynamax battles, and all kinds of things, you can do all that by becoming a Patreon, as well as a bunch of other perks depending on the tier that you decide to choose. All support is greatly appreciated, but if you can't for whatever reason, don't worry. Liking the video, subscribing, and watching the whole video is more than enough. So if that's all you could do, huge shout outs and huge thanks to you as well. So for the wild encounters for the Go Fest Max Finale, we're going to have Bulbasaur, Charmander, Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble, Squovit, and Wooloo. We'll also have rare encounters of Caterpie, Ghastly, Chansey, Shuckle, Sableye, Bowdum, Darumaka, Trubbish, and Phalanx. Do keep in mind, it doesn't seem like the trained Phalanx is going to be in the wild, just a regular Phalanx. There's also going to be special field research tasks, and in that you'll be able to get Omanite, Kabutos, and Trubbish. They're really focusing on Trubbish for some reason. I wonder if we're going to get Gmax Garbador next. So who knows? We'll see. We'll also be getting timed research that's going to focus on powering up Pokemon, as well as defeating Eternamax. I just realized I said it backwards. I meant Eternamax. I did it again.
Put some respect on my name.
And that should reward us with Candy XL, Max Particles, and more. They didn't specify on the Pokemon. I'm assuming it's going to be Eternatus Candy. See? Now I'm confused. Bonuses for the event are going to include additional power spots being available. Power spots will refresh more frequently, which is probably going to be every 30 minutes. An increase to the max particle collection limit. It doesn't say how much, so another thing we just got to wait and see. 2 times candy for catching Pokemon, as well as no raid limit for August 23rd as well as August 24th. So if you love doing them remote, or if you're busy working, whatever it is, you can do as many remotes as you can. One thing I am noticing from the event bonuses, there's no free raid passes, which is the same thing that happened for the Pokemon GO Fest earlier this year. So if you're mostly a free-to-play player, it's going to be a little bit tough. So try and save your Pokecoins if you can by taking down gyms. It really does suck for free players, but that's kind of been the change that I've been seeing ever since Scopely kind of took over Niantic. And I do remember a lot of people saying that Scopely was going to add ads and stuff, and luckily they didn't add ads, but they are taking a bunch of bonuses and stuff that used to be free, or what they're doing is they're putting the bonuses behind a paywall. At the same time, they are giving a bunch of stuff we weren't getting before, which is cool if you were already going to plan on buying it. But for the free-to-play players, it does suck seeing a bunch of stuff taken away from them. Let me know what your thoughts on that. I don't think it's much of a good thing, but if anyone thinks differently, I'd like to hear your take. And last but not least, here's going to be all the max battles that are returning to Pokemon GO Fest Max Finale. And it's literally all of them. Every Gigantamax that has been in the game until now is coming back. Not only that, but you're also able to get it with a pretty cool background. The Dark Skies background looks pretty sick. Imagine getting a shiny Charizard with this. Would be absolutely insane. Keep in mind, some of them are only going to be available on Saturday and others are only going to be available on Sunday. So if there's one you want to focus on and one that you really want, put an alarm in your phone, whatever you have to do to remind you, because they're only going to be available for 1 hour. So on Saturday, August 23rd, we're going to be getting Gmax Lappers from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Gmax Snorlax from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Gmax Gengar from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Gmax Inteleon from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Gmax Venusaur from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Gmax Machop from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And then from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. we're going to get Gmax Toxtricity, and that's going to be the amped form version. Keep in mind the event is from 10 p.m. Scratch that, not 10 p.m. Don't go out at 10 p.m. There's going to be nothing. There'll be Pokemon, but there's not going to be no raids or anything. The event is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you notice on the website, there's nothing that says what's going to be in the raids from 5 to 6 p.m. Who knows? They might surprise us and have something new, or they might just have a bunch of different ones at once, or what I think most likely, it may just be all Eternatus. But they do like to surprise us for big events. We've seen it with Melmetal, we've seen it with the release of Kecleon, and most recently we saw it with Gimmighoul. Who knows? Just gotta wait and see. But as soon as we hear some news, I'll keep you guys up to date. So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. It's free. And then for the max battles on Sunday, we'll get Gmax Rillaboom from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Gmax Charizard from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Gmax Butterfree from 12 to 1 p.m. Gmax Kingler from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Gmax Blastoise from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Gmax Cinderace from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. and Gmax Toxtricity low-key form from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. There's also a free timed research code that you can use right now until August 3rd, and that code is GOFESTMAX. You want to go in the Pokemon GO web store online and look for code redemption, which is all the way in the bottom. You'll be able to get timed research, but right off the bat, you're going to be able to get a Gmax Rillaboom, Cinderace, or Inteleon, whichever one you choose, literally for free on the first page. So really cool of them to give it for free. And that's pretty much everything about the event. I am going to be making a separate video on how to take down Eternatus as well as Zacian and Zamazenta. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video with a friend or someone who you think might find it interesting. Huge shout outs to my Patreons. Thank you guys so much for supporting and believing in me. I genuinely do appreciate you guys. And if you want to join and support me as well, the link will be in the description. Your boy King Poe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.